Guys, this is Jackie from techjackie.com and welcome to another video on SEO. I hope you've enjoyed your holidays, and if you're brand new to this channel, make sure to press the subscribe button down below so whenever I release a new SEO video like this, you'll get notified. Now, starting off with the first video for this year, I'd like to introduce you to the top 10 free WordPress plugins that will help improve your SEO in 2020. So make sure you stay tuned. Okay, so here I logged into my demo site WordPress for the WordPress, and here I in a plugins installation section. So we'll start off the list with the first plugin, that is Yoast SEO, and probably I know you must have heard or used this as well. But for those of you who don't know what is Yoast, it's actually one of the best free SEO plugins out there for SEO. So all you have to do is go to add new plugins here in your WordPress website and search for Yoast SEO. Now in this tutorial, I'll just go through a simple steps on how you can set up with Yoast and show you what are the cool features that I like about. So go ahead and type in Yoast SEO and press on enter for it. Then next, all you have to do is install it and activate the plugins. Alright, so I've installed it. Next, just activate the plugins. Once you've activated, for those of you who are just starting, next you have to go to this section on the top and click on configuration wizard. Now this will guide you through about 5 to 6 steps on to set up your Yoast in a very quick manner, so you don't have to manually set up the things. So first it asks you to whether list whether your site is live and is ready to be indexed or not. If you're just maybe testing on different things, you may don't want your site to appear in search engines, you may click these options. Otherwise, you just leave this as it is, and next you just have to click on next option here. Then here you select what type of what does your site represent, right? Here are some of the options. If your option is not there, you can just have to select any of these, right? So for example, small offline business, anything that somehow related to you the options here. So in this case, I'm just gonna click option here, and I'm gonna click on next here. Then next you enter the name of your organizations or your website name. Like for example, if you're running, let's say, a local business, you may want to enter your local business name here. Then you connect your website to different social media places here, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all this. And you can also would want to upload an image as well as a logo here. And also before that, you need to select whether your site represents an organization or person here. Now this is in case of a schema markup, which I'll not go deep into this. You can check out all other of my videos related to schemas. So just for now, I'm gonna click on next here. And then here is the options to basically choose what type of content you want to be shown in the search results. So by default, posts or your blog articles should be shown yes, and pages, different pages, of course, yes. And then template here. Now templates, this is because I'm using Elementor Page Builder, and this is like a library that comes pre-installed with it. So I don't want to show this in the search engine, so I'll just click no here. In your website, you may have something else differently. Let's say it comes up with your theme or something like that. You may don't want to show those unnecessary things in the search engine, so you would want to select no as well, right? Because primarily only the post or your blog article or pages should be shown there. Okay, and once done, just click on next here. And then this asks whether your site has multiple authors or not, or maybe you work in a team or something like that. If you don't have, then just simply click on no here, and otherwise click on yes and click on next. Then here it asks you how you would want your your website links on Google search result to be displayed. As you must have seen on some websites, they have this type of pipe there. So for example, you have your title tag, and then you have this pipe and then name of your website, right? Something like that. These are a bunch of different options that you can use. I like to go with the default one, which is this small hyphens. You can select any other that you want as well, and once you've done, just click on next here, and that's all you've done with the setup. Next, just click on next here, and you just close this installation wizard, and that's all. You've set up your Yoast plugins there. Okay, next plugin that is relatively new and just recently being introduced, that is called Google Sitekit. Now this plugin allows you to connect your WordPress website to different Google tools, and from your dashboard you can essentially keep tracks of different things from your Google tools. For example, you can check your Google Analytics stats right from your WordPress dashboard or Google Search Console, which is a very pretty handy tool here. So all now you don't have to actually go to different let's say websites to check for your stats or something like that. You can do it right on your WordPress dashboard. So all you have to do is again go to your plugins and add new, and then search for Google Sitekit. So just go ahead and search for Google Sitekit. Before that, maybe some of you might have been using, let's say, an opt-in monster, right, which is like a plugin that allows you to connect your WordPress website to Google Analytics, which that is like only one tool there. But with this tool, it allows you to connect to everything, every tool like that is belongs to Google. So go ahead and install it, and once you've installed, just go ahead and activate. And first, the plugin will ask you to connect your website to a Google account, right, through your Gmail. So once you've done that, and next you can click on Start Setup here, right, and it will guide you through different steps here. So first you verify ownership, and then allows the website to connect to in order to fetch the data, and then set up Search Console. So go ahead and sign in with your Google account. If you don't have, you can sign up for your Gmail account or something like that. So I'm just gonna use my demo here, right? Then I'm just gonna verify it from my mobile device. All right, so I'm just gonna enter the code that I got, 414693, and then go ahead and verify. Once you've done that, just allow everything here, and then click on allow here as well. And lastly, allow this one to access your Google account data, and that's it. You've set up your tool, and go ahead and go to your dashboard. Pretty easy, right? So it's very simple steps here. As you can see here, you can connect your website to different Google tools such as Google Search Console, AdSense, Analytics, and even Google Page Speeds inside here. And you can access all of this through your settings here on the left hand side here. Okay, next plugin, that is WP Fastest Cache. Now this is a caching plugin which helps improve your WordPress speed. Now you should already know that page speed is one of the Google important ranking factors, and if your site loads slow, it doesn't only will hinder your ranking, but also will decrease your conversions. According to the stats, a 1 second increase in page speed reduce your conversion rate by 7 seconds. So you would want to keep your website as fast as possible, and one of the ways is to use the caching plugins here. So the first one is WP Fastest Cache. So go ahead to your plugin section and click on add new here. Then next, type in WP Fastest Cache. The reason why I asked you to use this instead of other caching plugins is because this is, as the name suggests, Fastest Cache is actually very fast, right, very efficient. as well as it's very easy to set up and very beginner friendly as well. So once you have activated the plugin, go to the setting here on the left hand side, and as you can see here, all you have to just go through this option and then submit it when it's all done. So go ahead and uptick, check all of these boxes, right? So for the preload, just make it as default. For the login mobile new post, this essentially means that should it clear cache when the files, when you publish new files, should you clear cache or not. Now basically, if you don't, caching is like a snapshot of your website, right? So let's say you have updated your articles or you have published new articles, but if you don't clear cache, the old snapshot of your article will still persist. So if the users land on your website, they'll still see the old version of the articles, right? Or let's say if you've published articles, the article won't appear. It's because the old snapshot still presents. But if you clear the cache after every updation or publishing, then the users will be able to see the changes. So all you have to do is make sure that all the caches are cleared whenever you publish new posts as well as update new posts, right? Then check all these options as well. These are pretty standard optimization options here. Once done, just click on submit, and that's it. Okay, next one is Autoptimize. Autoptimize works similar to WP Fastest Cache. Is a speed optimization plugins that will make your website loads faster. Now the difference between Autoptimize and WP Fastest Cache is that besides helps with the caching system of your website, Autoptimize will also optimize your website at the code level as well. So this will further enhance your page speed and makes your website loads much more faster. So from my experience, installing WP Fastest Cache with Autoptimize will help speed your WordPress website to the next level. But for some website, there might be a plugin conflict where, let's say you activate your WP Fastest Cache along with Autoptimize, and these two plugins kind of conflict with each other. So in that case, you may want to deactivate the Autoptimize and keep only WP Fastest Cache, right? So you may want to try this out. But if you don't see any problem, then you can just go ahead and use these both, right, at the same time simultaneously. So go ahead and search for Autoptimize, right, and install the plugins here. And once done, just click on activate, and then all you have to do is set up the plugins here. So go to the settings, the plugin settings, and just click on here, right? Just check all the options here as well. Make sure everything is checked, and then save change here. All right, so next, right, fourth plugin down. Fifth plugin is WP Smush. WP Smush is a plugin that helps optimize your image, right, or compress your image on the WordPress dashboard. So let me go ahead and install the plugins. The reason why I suggest you to use WP Smush is because it has a very handy feature called bulk smush or bulk compress, which will essentially with the help of one click of a button, you'll be able to bulk compress your image present on your website, right? Let's say you have 100 images initially and you want them to be compressed all in one time. So all you have to do is press one button and all done. So let me show you that as well. So WP Smush, search for it, and go ahead and install the plugins and activate it. All right. And another reason why I suggest you to use this is because it's very easy to use and very beginner friendly as well. So go ahead and activate it. Keep in mind that WP Smush is a freemium plugin, so there is a paid version for it as well. But you can obviously use the free plugins, and the free plugins works very good as well. So as you can see here, it shows me that I have 85 attachments that need smushing or compressing. So all I have to do is go ahead and press this bulk smush now, and it will go ahead and compress each and every images present on my website, and makes it reduce the file size. because images are one of the main culprit that slows your website down. And I had a client who came to me with a 30 seconds loading time. After optimizing his image, he was able to reduce to almost 15 or 10 seconds. I don't remember much, but as you can see here, it's very powerful, like, by compressing the image. So make sure you handle the image compressing very carefully. So should go for it and press on bulk smudge, and it will bulk optimize or bulk compress your image there. Okay, next one is redirections. Redirections are essentially a very handy plugin which makes you 301 redirects, or redirect your page, the page that doesn't exist anymore, your website, to, let's say, 404 or 301 or 302 different versions. So go ahead and add the plugins. Now, Yoast SEO is also a premium plugin. They have a paid version as well, and in the paid version of Yoast, they have an option to, they have a redirections, or 301 redirecting out of the box. But since we're using Yoast free version, we have to install the plugins, the plugins to do all the redirection for us as well. So go ahead and search for it. And as you probably know, right, 301 redirect is probably one of the most important thing. Let's say you have your article and you want it to be in the new URL, so you have to 301 redirect, right? So that's why we need this plugin. So once you've activated the plugin, go to the plugin settings here, and it's also very easy to use as well, these plugins. And then all you have to do is start setup here, and then it also has an ability to monitor all the permalink changes in the website, right? Let's say you have changes any link on your website, it will notify you, and it will do it will automatically redirect your page to the new website, to the new URL. So it's a very pretty handy tool, so you can check this and continue the setup. And the plugin will go through different requirements on your system, and once done, just click on finish setup. And there you go, the settings are complete. All you have to do is click on this redirects option here, and here you'll be able to add your redirection, right? So for example, you want to redirect your website, let's say domain.com/local SEO to domain.com/local business SEO. You can do it by, here is your old URL, here's your target URL or your new URL. Besides, you can also click this option and check different options here. Let's say here the default option is 301 redirects. You can also do different options here as well. There's also a 404 options here, where it will automatically redirect all the non-existing page to 404 code here as well, which is a very pretty handy tool. So make sure you make use of this as well. Okay, the 7th plugin here for WordPress SEO is the HFCM. Now, HFCM stands for Header Footer Code Manager. It's essentially a tool that allows you to put any code on your website on different locations, right? So all you have to do is go to the plugins and add new here. And the reason why we use HFCM is because, let's say you're running a local business and you want to install a local schema on your website, let's say on the home page. With Yoast SEO, you don't have that option. Yoast comes with the organization or person schema markup. So for any other external schemas or functions, you can use these plugins to install it, right? So if you want to install any external code on your website on any specific page, you can use this HFCM, right? And one of the things is the local business schema or any other schemas. So go ahead and search for the plugins HFCM, and go ahead and install it here. And once done, just click on activate, and then the settings will be at the left hand side here. So go to the settings here, and it will ask you to add a new snippets, right? So let's say I name my snippets like local schema, right? Local schema. Then here you have the option to choose where you want this to be present. Let's say you want your local schema to be present on let's say a specific page, and that is your home page, right? Let's say this one. Then the location you will want to set it as header, and then here you can paste on your snippet of code and go ahead and save it. And as you can see here, it's a very pretty handy tool. You can select multiple pages as well, right? As you can see here, you want your specific snippet of code to be present on anywhere that you want on the website. So very pretty handy tool. I demonstrated you how to install a local schema on your website if you're a local business, and I'll leave the link in the description below so you can watch that. I actually go through how to actually use this plugins. Okay, eighth plugin is YARPP, or Yet Another Related Post plugins. Pretty good, pretty cool name right here. So this plugin is actually will actually display you all the related posts or pages that you want the users to see, right? So you must have seen on some of the website, let's say you read the blog articles, and then at the bottom you would see like related posts, right? And then a couple of more suggested articles. Now that is, some of the themes have that. Now if your theme don't have that, make sure you install this plugin called YARPP. It's a very good tool that will make people browse to different pages on your website to increase the time on site and decrease the bounce rate, thus will improve your SEO rankings. So go ahead and add new plugins here and search for it. So you can write YARPP, right? Or you can just type in its full name, right? Yet Another Related Post plugins. So this one, right? As you can see here, Yet Another Related Post plugins. So install it and activate it. It's probably one of the, I think it's the best plugins out there for any related post, right? So once you've installed it, scroll to the section right and click on settings here, and then you can also select different categories, right? And you can also select how many posts you want to display, right, for the users as well. And then you also have an option to select to list as a list or a thumbnails as well. You can see here maximum number related posts. You can specify this, and after you've done, just click on save, and that's it. Okay, ninth plugins, Ultimate Blocks. Now this is one of my favorite plugins as well. This plugin will actually kind of add additional functions to your WordPress post sections, right? Let's say you want to add a table of content, or you want to add, let's say, a review schema blocks, right? You can use this is an all-in-one blocks, like WordPress blocks, which comes with many features. So let me show you that. So let's say Ultimate Blocks, right? Go ahead and search for it, and next you just have to install it and activate it. It really enhance your WordPress post features to the next level, right? So really you don't have to install any external things, like for example extra table of content, extra review schemas, right? Extra all this and that. This is it contains 19 awesome blocks for your website. So you can click on manage the blocks after you have installed, and you see that there's a different version here, right? Social shared blocks, table of contents, testimonials, star ratings, post grid, style grid. All this can be done or installed on your WordPress posts or blog articles, right? It's a very pretty handy tool, and I recommend you to go for this, especially if you're a blogger and you want to add different functionalities to your WordPress post features, right? Okay. And lastly is Broken Link Checker, another pretty good tool that will help find the different broken links on your website, right? So let me go ahead and install that for you so you can see here. Okay, so go and search for it, Broken Link Checker, right? Because as you know, too many broken links on your website reduce user experience and may also decrease your ranking. So you will, and let's say if you have like 100 or 200 articles, it will be very difficult for you to go through each and every one of them, check for broken links, right? You can use these plugins to kind of bulk go through each and every post or pages on your website and identify the articles or pages that have broken links to it on it, right? So it is right here, Broken Links Checker, right? Just click on the plugin settings, And here it will automatically, you know, check your links, right? You can specify the hours, that the frequency you want the links to be checked. It will also send you an email notification if it detects any new broken links, right? And a bunch of different cool features here where you can try it. So that's all for all the 10 plugins and the walkthrough of each one of them. I hope you find this video valuable, right? And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. If you want me to make any videos about SEO on any topics or any related topics, you know, in online marketing in general, make sure you comment down in the comment section down below as well. And that's all for it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.